Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about Saekano the Movie. We got a special announcement and how this pertains to the Guilty Gear SPs. Now, if you take a look down below, there's a bunch of words here, but I love pictures, and I'm sure you all do too. You can see the pictures on the screen, and what you are seeing is on the left side, the Japanese card has signatures. On the right, you're going to see the English version with no signature. It does have a rainbow stamp here for Eriri, as she is an SEC with a potential of 1 out of 10 serial number. Same thing with Megumi and then also Utaha. I will say right away, one of the big concerns of the set for people was, is the art going to stay the same? The answer is yes. Are the signatures going to be there? The answer is no. I know some people were saying, if you're going to release the set without the signatures, then maybe don't release it. That was a little harsh, but we'll see what actually happens with this set. So I'm going to be taking a look at the pricings of set 1 and set 2. But down below are your SPs, and you can see this here. They don't have rainbow coloring or anything like that, and it's not necessary because it's not an SEC. This has also a potential of a serial number 1 out of 10, straight up gold on all of these, as you can see down below here. Now on yuyutei, you're going to see what this actually looks like. The SEC, pretty expensive. Let me zoom in here for you. The SEC, when we got to Utaha, 79,800 yen. When you got to Megumi, 348,000, and Eriri, 59,800. With the SPs, slightly less, just a little bit less, and that's just because they're SPs. They were more abundant than the rest of them. Eriri, 79.80. So you get the point. I'm just going to zoom out here for you, but what I'm going to do is take a look at Booster Box 1 and 2 because you're going to have to wonder what we're going to do here, right? And this is Eriri. One of the disappointments of the set when this first came out was the lack of signatures. When people saw the stamps, they weren't too thrilled about that as well. I thought they were just okay, nothing too crazy. And then also with set 2, same thing. Instead of the blessing software getting that rainbow color pattern, what we got here is straight up gold with the potential of serial numbers as well. So on the booster box for set 1, this was not so good. If you take a look, 9 listings for the case, $700. Well, $699.95, but who's counting, right? Saekano display, $34.98. I know with the TCGPLAYER sale that was held for sealed boxes, trial decks, all that stuff, you were able to pick this up, and I know some people took advantage of that. In November, towards the end of the month, I believe, we're going to see another TCGPLAYER sale on sealed and singles as well. So if you're looking for some product, maybe look at these displays, because at $34.98, that isn't too bad if you like Saekano. But then you take a look at the booster boxes, $27. Individual trial decks, $9. Yikes. When you take a look at the SPs with the lack of signatures, this wasn't good either. This came out, just so you know, let's just backpedal here. This came out October 28th, 2022, and the SPs are still sitting here, $33.90 for Utaha. That's pretty freaking low. I mean, look at this trial deck. Lack of signature SP card, $32.07, 13 listings. That is freaking terrible. And then we have the serial numbers down here. There's none in stock. Now with Saekano Set 2, somewhat similar anyways. $35 for a booster box, 20 listings of them. Booster box case, $800 for listings. Youch. And then you have a look at the SPs here, which the artwork is definitely better on them. You see this Megumi. It's a whole lot better. Let me just go back here. All right, we got Megumi. So like the artwork, way better here. Serial numbers, $249.99 is what it's going to cost for that Megumi. With the serial number, there is actually a serial number out here. And I will show you. $10,000. Okay, $9,999.99 for a 9 out of 10 version. So there it is. That's a beautiful looking card, but it's not $10,000 beautiful. It is not even close. So we'll see if one day someone buys that. I highly doubt it. People really put a high price on these serial numbers. I don't know if this is just for fun, for advertising or not. Again, I'm not them. I'm just speculating, right? Or if they're just really think one day someone's going to buy this at $9,999.99. I feel like it should be graded too. I feel like any serial number should be graded because I can't imagine someone playing with it unless you're just never going to take it out of the drawer like I would do. So here you go with your SPs. Now, when you go back here, when I go back here again, let's just think about this one thoroughly here. When I think about this set, the artwork on the SECs is fantastic. There's going to be reasons why people pick it up. It's the same as Azure Lane, right? You got some nice IP, you got some beautiful ladies, and they have towels. They have towels, or lack of towels, or lack of clothing, or a blanket. I don't know what that is, actually. I think it's a blanket. Never mind. I take that back, not a towel. You have this artwork. You have a rainbow stamp. So is it going to be like $300, $200, $100? No, it's because that's an SEC. If people are put off by the set because they do not want to buy it with the lack of signatures, that just means one thing, right? These things are going to be rarer because there's going to be less people opening it up. Some people might not buy into the set because of that. So supply and demand, there we are. This is one of those ones you're going to have to gamble on. Whether you think this is going to be worth it to you or not. And I think in the end, when you take a look at the SPs, if you get any of the SPs, not so good. Your real hope is this SEC when it comes to, let's say, resale value, collector value, right? There's a playability factor in here somewhere, but this is the main crust of all that's going on to me anyways. Now, any player out there can write down below that this card is great, this card is great, this card is great. On the JP side, I don't see much use of Saekano, so we'll see how that pans out in English. Now, Guilty Gear, though, thinking about all Guilty Gear, so I don't know if you've been seeing the reveals of Guilty Gear, and I know there's a lot of people saying, oh my god, I can't wait to get that. You know what I saw when I looked at those things? I saw this. This is your SP. This is going to be your big hit of the set, which is an SP. There's no... Actually, there actually is. And take that back. There is an SEC, one SEC. But in the end, you have these SPs. And what did I get from it? I see... Actually, let me just read the description here for you, because it was very interesting. SP cards with unique hot stamp in gold. I am assuming these are the final versions because people are revealing it. I don't see a hot stamp. What I see different is the gold foiling that's not used to be on SPs. I guess that's the unique part about it. I don't like this gold box around this text box at all because it just makes it stand out more. And just to prove my point here, if I go back to this one, you can see this SEC. You have the gold around the trigger, you have it around the level and power, and down here below, or the level, cost, power, all that good stuff, right? But you don't have it around the text box. It makes it stand out more that there's actually a text box there and blocking some of the art. Calls your eye there. But the thing I was thinking about here, it's like, okay, I get it. You can't have signatures on these cards. That's fine and all. Why don't you slap a serial number on here? Like 1 out of 10 maybe. Wouldn't that be nice for all the people out there just to give it more juice? Make people more excited to pick up this set. That's just my thought on it. I don't know about you. I know some people hated these SPs, but I know a lot of people that actually do like them. Are they going to be crazy expensive? I mean, the one last thing I guess I could show you is this. I didn't bring it up. I just thought of it just right now. Let's just take a look at Mr. Avatar, because that would be the closest thing I see to this. Actually, I gotta click on this. One second. Not prepared. I'm sorry. It's Wednesday. I had to fill out my employee assessment of myself over an entire year. I'm not really ready for this. Here we go. Yeah, right? These got stamps on here, and I'm assuming Guilty Gear, they thought they were going to put a stamp on here, but they're like, well, let's just shove this gold stuff on here. But you can see the prices on these things. I start thinking to myself, what's going to happen with Guilty Gear? And I kind of get this feeling we're going to go down the route of Avatar: The Last Airbender. But we shall see what happens. Let me know your thoughts down there below in the comments. As always, if you need to reach me, here is all of my information. Like I said, if you're going to buy from TCGPLAYER, there is going to be something coming up at the end of the month. Anybody that's customers with them should have received an email stating that. So check that out. Make sure, though, if it's on the verge of a price change, like the card you're looking at is on the verge of a price change, buy it before the sale actually happens so you don't get screwed over by it. But if not, check out that sale towards the end of the month, and please use my TCG player link. That will be used for giveaway, which is coming up for the holidays. I've been actually saving up the amount of TCG player money that I've been getting so that I can have a nice holiday giveaway. So do remember to check all that. Anyways, as always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside your budget. Have a good one.